What's up YouTube, KTV here, back in another video, and today you guys, we are going to be doing another story time type of video. So you guys might be wondering, why is this video, I thought you were going to do a video called The Time That I Walked In on a Girl in the Bathroom. That one will be either next week or the week after that. This one I think is a more interesting story, and I think that it'd be like, a better story to do. So we are playing Mortal Kombat X while we are telling the story. So let's just get right into it. So this was the time that I was accused of robbing a house. So basically, what happens is that I was over at my friend Mac's house. I was just hanging out because my brother was at a baseball game. He was playing in it. So the game was almost over, so I decided just to tell Mac I had to go, and I decided to walk back. So basically what happened was that I was walking and I kind of got paranoia because there were some cars. Holy shit, this person's destroying me. Well, there were a heck of cars, and they were, getting really, they were driving slow when they got towards me, so I was like, oh, crap, I don't have my pocket knife on me. I don't have, I had my phone on me, but it was almost dead, and I'm not even lying. My phone was almost dead. So, basically, I was like, crap, I just need to pretend that one of these houses that are on this block is my house, and walk into the lawn, and so, if someone thinks that if someone tries to kidnap me or grab me and put me in their car, they'll think, oh crap, that's their house, I can't do it now. So this one particular time, when I was walking, I was like, okay, I have to. There was a teal blue truck coming up from behind me, and what happened was that when the blue truck came up from behind me, I pretended to walk in to a lawn, so they wouldn't try to think of doing anything. So this person in the truck pulled up literally right next to me, and they stopped the car. And I was like, oh crap! I was already in the lawn of the house, and I guess that the person didn't know that, I guess the person knew that that was not my house. So the car goes into reverse, and the person does a turn, and I start running. So I don't want to retry. So I start running, and I make it past this white car, and I was running my fastest that I've ever run before. But the car was faster than me, and it came up right by me and said, hey, why are you trying to rob my house? And it was a lady. There was a lady in the car. And I was like, what do you mean trying to rob your house? You literally just pulled up right next to me, and hella cars were going up by me, and they were slowing down. I don't have my pocket knife on me, and I don't have my phone's about to die. So if something were to happen, I'm obviously going to pretend that one of those houses are mine, so a person want to do something. So she starts screaming and yelling at me, and she told me that that was her house, and she starts accusing me of trying to rob her house, and she was yelling and screaming in my face, and I smelled alcohol from her breath, and she was driving, so I knew for a fact that she was drunk. So basically, I said, she's like, tell the truth now, and I said, I'm telling you the truth, and then she says, that's it, I'm calling the cops, and I said, okay, then I'm gonna call my dad. So she dialed the Marysville Police Department phone number. She called them, 911, but I'm pretty sure she dialed a different number. She called them, she put it on speaker, and it said 911, what is your emergency? And she was telling the cops how and if you guys don't believe me, you could ask my sister, my mom. This story actually happened. So what happened is that so I called my dad when she was still on the phone with the cops. And I told my dad saying that this crazy lady accused me of robbing her house and stuff. Right when I told my dad that, he said, okay, I'm on my way. So this lady gets off the phone with the cops, and I said, okay, I'm going to where my dad's at. She's like, no, you're not. And then she starts saying that she, like, threatening me, saying that she is going to detain me like a police officer. She was going to hit me, throw me on the concrete. And while all of this is happening, the lady in the white car that I passed by is watching this. So if the cop showed up, she could be a witness of this literally like 20-year-old girl threatening me. So my dad shows up, and right behind him is my mom's truck with my sister, who was, she was 16 at the time. She is still 16, so I thought she was she was probably, she's 16. She was 16 at the time. So they all get out, and they start yelling at this lady. My mom tells me to get in the truck, and this lady says, that my son, she said, your son tried robbing my house. And she said, my son would never rob a house. And then my mom is saying, Chris, did you rob her house? I said, no. There was hella cars going up from behind me, and they were, like, going super slow. I don't have my pocket knife on me, and my phone was almost dead. So if something were to happen, I don't have anything to protect myself or to call anyone, because my phone was literally at, like, 5 or 2%. So the only thing I could do is pretend like one of those houses where my house is. So if anyone tried doing anything, they would be like, oh, that house isn't, that house is his. I can't do it now. So then my mom believed me, like every mother would. And this girl starts getting in my mom's face. And she says, and my mom smelt the alcohol on her breath. Like actually smelt the alcohol on her breath. And she says, lady, you're drunk. If you called the cops on my son, I can call the cops on you and get you a DUI. And the lady started like getting more aggressive since my mom said that. So then my sister starts getting into it. They start arguing, and then my sister said, "What's up with it? Do you want to fight or something?" And just arguing with her. And then the girl says, "Actually, I do." And they're getting ready to fight, so my mom breaks it up and says, "That's my daughter. If you put your hands on my daughter, I'm gonna beat your ass." And this lady was like 20, and she's threatening a 16, like saying that she's going to fight a 16-year-old girl. So, the lady gets in her truck and she drives off. So then we decide to drive off, and we see a police officer driving. So we try stopping the police officer to say that if you're going over to that house, that we're right here and that we'll tell him or her the full story. So the cop, we started honking at the cop, and the cop just drove off, being a jackass, just drove off like right past us. So we went home, and my mom went on Facebook, and she found out that this girl is 21. So she is legal to drink, but she was driving under the influence. Like, she was driving while drunk. And my mom led saying, you know what? I bet you money that if she was not drunk, that wouldn't have happened. So a few days later, I went back over to my friend Mac's house, and me and him were walking to El Rey, which is a Mexican restaurant right around the corner of my house. Well, then when we were walking over there, the same exact truck came up from behind us, and the lady that was in the truck looked at me while she was driving by, like the look in your eyes saying, "Ooh, you're lucky that you're with a friend right now," or something like that. Like a look in her eyes like she was gonna like kill me or something. She was looking at me while she was driving by. So then later that day, me and Mac, we were riding skateboards, and we went by the house that I went on the lawn. Her truck wasn't parked in that lawn. So we were looking to say, if that's not her house, then what house is it? Her house was literally 1 block away from the house that I was on. So she was so drunk that she forgot her house. So the lesson of this is that some crazy bitch, if a crazy bitch says that you are trying to rob her house, just walk away, is because if she does try to detain you, she can get arrested for assault. So that's it for today's video, guys, and